Alright, gamers, we brought the last one back. That's earned us the right to play on Ascension 13, where the bosses are a little poorer. Honestly, sounds harder for the bosses. I feel for them. I'm not sure how it affects us. 250 gold for a curse. Any day of the week, man. Because that's not 250 gold for a curse. It's basically, you give me a curse, and I receive a rare relic that's almost of my choice. Of my choice of 3. I can't believe still we made the last one work. Or maybe I can't believe that I was incredulous in the first place. I'm not sure. One thing's for sure, I'm not sure I'm the kind of guy who should be running flechettes. I think it became very clear very quickly that I don't have the tools in the toolbox to make that one work. But I am the kind of guy who can run Skewer Chemical X any day of the week. I'll take an escape plan. Oh, one of my favorite cards. It's like almost a risk-free play. Brother, I'm not thrilled with what we've got here, but I'll take a Mercury Hourglass to make hallway fights easier. And I would love to remove Parasite, but I think honestly, I would also love to have Crippling Cloud. So I'm willing to spend a little heavy and carry a curse forward. Really, if I'm being real with you, there's 2 reasons I bought Mercury Hourglass. I had no idea it was an expensive relic. One of the reasons I bought it is because it was expensive, so I said to myself, it must be good. Sorry, I am not a free thinker when it comes to that. I trust the game designers to have made it expensive because of its utility. I'm gonna take a calculated gamble, man. The other reason was literally this encounter, so I'm kind of stoked. I'm also kind of befuddled, because look at the... I mean, if we didn't have an energy potion, that would have sucked, man. They had 2 of the ones with the curved knives? That's the hardest one to fight, bro. Are you kidding me? Would have been nice to play that, but... Like, this was a very difficult version of this encounter. But... Oh, I mean, not for us, because we had the foresight and the genius to buy Mercury Hourglass, but for the average individual, that's a tough one. I'm gonna go a little crazy. I'm gonna upgrade Crippling Cloud. See what this elite fight is. Probably, like, the best elite fight for us to have Crippling Cloud. Maybe Calculated Gamble and Neutralize or something. What can I say? He's Lisan Al-Gaib! He's Lisan Al-Gaib, people. He is the voice from the Outer Rim. I have to take less damage to keep Masterful Stab playable. Sorry. There was simply no other option. It had to be done. Now we can... Well, we have no choice but to be a little bit more aggressive, I guess. But you're dead next turn. That was an okay fight against the Lagavulin. I'm not going to cry about that one. And an early ceramic fish, kind of crazy. Am I the only dude who thinks Riddle with Holes is bad? I'm taking it just because we need damage, but I'm like... I'm never happy to be taking it. Is it one of those things where you, like, need a complementary card? Like, you need an Envenom or something to rock with it? Because I don't have that. But I do have Mummified Hand. You're kind of a piece of work, too. Let me see what we got here. Not great, Bob. Not great. Right now, just looking at the situation as it stands, I actually think we've got, like, a great thing going. If there is a caveat, the caveat is, I think it really... I just love a Blade Dance, I guess. It just fits if we end up getting Envenom, especially. It'll really start to come together, in theory at least, after... These are good cards. Hang on, I gotta focus. Please, I'll take a Cloak and Dagger. I was really hoping to get a die. That stings. That stings. It'll really possibly come together after the first boss. Because to get a rare power from the first boss... Maybe a Neutralize? works super well with Mummified Hand, and then it's probably like a good card in its own right. Like that could be what we need, and then of course you get the Relic as well. So I can't kill you. I wish I could. Robert Durst in The End of the Jinx. Not sure if you saw that one. Great documentary though. Hey, there's Die. Trust me when I say this brings me no pleasure. I think for this boss we have to rest. Just to live. But the upshot of the potential rewards from this boss are absolutely mind-blowing. If we can just thread the needle and get like basically exactly the stuff we want to get, which is admittedly a big ask. Now here's the question. Are we going to take 28 damage? Or are we going to go in on you? We could do like 33 damage. I think that means we have to go in on you. You're going to split at like 50. No energy left, huh? Splitting at 50. Sounds like a Nancy Myers story, but it's more likely than you think here. Look at this, man. And then, you know what? You don't even have to attack here because the Mercury Hourglass, the most astute purchase in history, is going to finish the job. 26. Splitting at 26. Now, that's a sad story, but you know what? When they go wide, we're actually happy with it because we have Mercury Hourglass. Maybe this is like a post-hoc rationalization, but I'm starting to realize, holy cow, Mercury Hourglass is so good, they should make it cost like 250 bucks. I would value it around 255 gold or something. So I'm just like scared of Wraith form, which is embarrassing because I know it's good, but without having Clockwork Souvenir, which gives us one artifact, I find it very scary to play. Corpse Explosion is amazing, but do we really need it for hallway fights? I don't think so, because we got Mercury Hourglass. So I think instead you just go Bullet Time, and honestly I think it's a good consolation prize. We have a few 2-cost cards, we'd be very happy to be able to play Bullet Time into them. I don't love taking Cracked Crown early, but we had 3 energy relics. Kite didn't really work with what we had going on at all. I guess when Calculated Gamble gets upgraded, it's kind of like half an energy relic then, because we'll get it every few turns. And Choker was just like, I like it more than the average person, but it's not usable here, I think. We got a few 0-cost cards, or cards that make other cards, etc., etc. I think we did the right thing, though it required a great deal of strength to do it. Let's use a potion. Because we might as well keep a potion slot active. So we didn't get exactly what we wanted, obviously, from the boss, but I still think we got enough to feel like we're in a pretty good spot. And here's what I'll say about Busted Crown, okay? Everybody, and I'm trying not to be derogatory, because I think they're more right than I am. Everybody likes to act like a genius by understanding that Cracked Crown has very dangerous downstream consequences. You know, your deck, it's going to be a drag on your deck to have less choice in card rewards. Full stop, it's true. However, when the drag is downstream, that means for at least halfway through Act 2, we basically are paying nothing to get extra energy. So as long as we can use that period to build ourselves up a little bit, Bob's your uncle, like I'm feeling pretty good about my decision. Let's just put it that way. You get what I'm saying when I say the things that I say? Let's use this. We might get another potion. You never know. Like it's like smoking, okay? Listen, let's not use that as a metaphor. Because I don't think there's an upshot to smoking in the short term. And you know, people in my chat, I'm millennial prime, maybe. People say in my chat, they always say there is an upside. You look cool. I don't know if maybe the propaganda that was actually like in my own self-interest worked on me. I don't think it looks cool at all. I think it looks, I don't know, very outdated. But anyway, we don't need to get into it. It's just the point is, the consequences are so far down the road that We can just worry about them later, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Now the question is, we got to accept your death, I think. Knowing that we're going to take a nasty hit, but make up for it by popping the regen potion. Because we really can't afford the heal before... afford is like a weird way of phrasing it. I don't think there's an opportunity for us to heal before this elite fight. Well, we could ditch the shop and try. I didn't expect this dude to hit me for 30 frickin' 4. Kind of a nasty turn of events, honestly. Brother, I'm not putting up 3 block. Are you kidding me? I'm gonna have to rest. I hate to do it. I'm gonna have to go rest. I didn't realize you were such a nightmare, dude. Have you always been this deadly? I thought you were... I would have focused you on turn 1. It's disgusting the amount of damage you're able to output here. It's ridiculous. At least we got some poison on you. Well, at least it makes the choice for us. Like, we don't have to think about it too much. I'm still a little offended. Thank God we popped the potion, though. Okay, so we're feeling the burn. You know all that stuff I said about the cost being downstream? Well, it turns out life comes at you fast, and what was originally downstream is now tomorrow. So, let that be a lesson to you. But just remember, seasons don't fear the Reaper. And I have it on good authority that nor do the wind or the sun or the rain. Now, can we be like they are? I don't know. I don't know the answer to that. You're going to have to ask someone. Maybe like an 82-year-old British musician. Why won't you die, man? You're so killable. We'll be calculating a gamble on this one. It's the worst draw of all time. Maybe my deck just sucks. Because I haven't been able to add so many cards. I've still got too many defends. I get it now. I get it now. I got too many strikes of defense because I took Cracked Crown too early. It finally makes sense to me. There are 4 lights. Okay, we need it. We may not get many other options. 75 gold to remove a card. Parasite is just bad. Not the movie. I saw it and liked it. I very much liked it. There hasn't... That's usually when something wins Best Picture. There's like an immediate backlash. Where people are like, oh, that movie that we all thought was great 2 weeks ago? Yeah, it's not that great, actually. Something else should have won. I feel like Parasite was good enough that it kind of dodged that. Although maybe it's just because, like, literally, like, right after it happened, we all were dealing with the pandemic. But I don't know. By the way, I died. I know it says that on Ascension 13 bosses get poorer. Is it possible that hallway fights also get twice as hard? Because, like, that was a disaster, man. Hand of Greed. I hope you've enjoyed the loss, bro. Because we're about to win forever now. I just have to choose my shots accordingly. Hand of Greed. Oh, turn 1 Hand of Greed? Don't mind if I do. So what's the deal? The deal is as many hallway fights as possible on turn 1, so that we can get as much gold as possible, so that we can make our deck as good as possible. It's that simple. I mean, 40 gold from the first encounter is crazy, because then you can come down here, and I mean, I kind of feel like a dramatic entrance on floor 1 goes insane. I thought about just making the deck thinner, but like, I feel like that goes crazy, and I would love more hallway fights. I'll lose 5 max HP any day of the dang week, bro. Now, it's not a nightmare, but the worst thing we could see is what we're seeing right here. We don't want to see a hallway fight with only 1 dude in it, because that means we have very limited Hand of Greed farming opportunities, but still, keep in mind, Hand of Greed does also do 20 to 25 damage. I don't say this lightly. Actually, I say it extremely lightly, because I've done no analysis. But my gut is that this might be like the best colorless card in the game. Colorless rare, at least. I guess Apotheosis is kind of hard to argue with. It's true, but a backflip. Dagger Spray too, but I kind of want to save enemies to kill them with Hand of Greed. which I'm happy to have not drawn there. Okay, perfect Hand of Greed setup for next turn. Beautiful, man. Beautiful. I would say nothing on this. Now, fighting an elite before resting, I don't know if it's the right way or the wrong way to do things. I'm a little bit intimidated by it, but we've added Dash, which is a great and very efficient card, and Hand of Greed is already like a great attack in its own right, and it's getting drawn at like exactly the right times, man. Let's see. So you gotta go. We're not gonna wait on a Hand of Greed to kill you. Obviously, Grand Finale is not gonna do much here. You see, now we would have loved to have had that next turn. It's possible using an attack potion actually cost us some damage there, which that'll really grind your gears. Can you chill a little? Don't draw Hand of Greed. Oh, thank God. Okay. But, I mean, it's always risky to play a defend against that guy, but Regal Pillows something. You're going to need some more attacks at some point. You know the deal. Don't hyper-focus on making your deck super thin. It will lead you to despair. Don't draw Hand of Greed. Thank you. 6 damage takes you to 36. That's perfect. We're going to be weak next turn. That's okay. You pop a strike and a Hand of Greed. Split them. Create 2 enemies that will both be within Hand of Greed range. Don't draw it too early. I'm willing to take a little damage to make this work. No Hand of Greed? Are you kidding me, bro? It's all right. We'll Hand of Greed you. And so we could have waited for both, but it's a bit of a risk. You got to be kidding me. I mean, maybe I'm insane. We should just deviate for like another shot, man. We got like rare relic money already. There's one right there. Bottled Lightning. I think that a Survivor in hand, I think that if you don't see the possible utility that this could have for us, you lack imagination. No disrespect. First off, it's a reasonably good block. We can upgrade it, obviously. Secondly, we can use it to enable like a kite or something like that. Which is something. I'd rather not be weak forever. I hate that we're gonna rest instead of upgrade a card, but I guess this is what's gotta be done, man. It's what's gotta be done. 308 gold. Give me a backstab as well. Are we? I think I'm gonna rest just to be sure. We can always smid at the next one, maybe. No, I'm sorry. I can't use my HP willy-nilly like that. Alchemize. It's the best card in the game. Bandage up. Remove a basic strike. Pretty good use of 300 gold there. Solved a lot of problems. Do me a favor, remove a basic defend. We've added lots of new good defends. I mean, I'm just going to be real with you. We need to do more damage. Hand of Greed getting 5 more damage is... on top of the extra gold it gives you. There's something to like about it. There's something to like. Could be insanely valuable. You never know. So we're going to have to take one hit, huh? We have to take a 38 damage hit. 78. Yeah, I'm not splitting you on that. It's just not going to happen. Being on 14 HP is pretty bad, though. But how about a big attack? Well, there's a lesson in there for sure, but 2 32 HP units that will never attack on the same turn, right, guys? Right, we're agreeing. We're all in agreement. This is good, because a Hand of Greed, you're in Hand of Greed range, bro. You're also in Hand of Greed range, except I'm going to be weakened, so maybe not quite, but now you're both attacking on the same turn. You're not supposed to do that. We had an arrangement. We had an agreement, man. But now they both split, but now there could be 4 units attacking on the same turn. Only one's attacking. The dream. But we're going to take a small hit of $1 million. And we're gonna be weakened for life, man. You can't take the hit. Take 2 damage instead. Only one's attacking. My god. Ice him like that. Ice the one making you weak. Draw Hand of Greed again. Oh, he did it! The absolute mad lad. Now, I'm gonna... Is there any way... I'm stalling for Hand of Greed again. Which is very dangerous, okay? But we're gonna heal to like the same amount regardless. Oh my god, it worked. Okay. Smoke him if you got him, boys. Phantasmal Killer. I do kind of feel like we need double damage because, like, you exhaust. We don't actually have that many attacks in the deck. So Phantasmal makes a lot of sense to me. But, no, never mind. Burst Alchemize, Burst Bandage. There's too much to like. And give me Cursed Key. Okay, we need, like, renewable damage sources. And we would love, like, a shop. I guess we'll be taking this shop right here, man. Or do we go for this shop? We shouldn't... Okay, this path is kind of like the best of both worlds. Sorry, brother. I never had a choice. I could see a footwork doing work. Did we play a bandage up last time? Or did I got too into the catchphrase, huh? I got too... Yeah, no, I understand. I got too into the... Yeah. Any last words? Okay, my mistake. That's my mistake on that one. It's okay. I'm telling you, we're in the running for the best Hand of Greed usage I've ever had, which is lovely. The damage that we're about to experience, less lovely, but it's actually not that bad because of the footwork. We take like 3. And you are all so Hand of Greedable. Right? Right? Yes, you are. Oh, man. You should have seen your face. Now, take a few turns off, because I got to shuffle my cards around. We should just kill you. Like, this is... Don't get so greedy. Like, I gotta stall just a little bit. Just on the off chance that I draw Hand of Greed, perhaps. Otherwise... Yeah, you're dead. Okay, fair enough. Finisher might be playable in this, man. Plus, it comes pre-upgraded. Don't really want the apparitions right now. We're not the Matthew Good band. There's an order to this, and I think I screwed it up, but on the bright side, I don't want to take damage. So, and I put you perfectly in a Hand of Greed range, man. Oh! Delightful! And we have a pretty thin deck, too, which is good but bad. Draw Daze. It would have been a great turn to draw Daze. It's good because we draw our cards more often. It's bad because when enemies give us debuffs, we draw them more often, which is exactly what's happening right now. $13 damage. It's okay. And it just takes us a while to get the job done here. 31 damage. What are you talking about? Well, I can't believe we were able to put up 26 block, honestly. Finisher and nothing else. Are you kidding me, dude? Not the 700 turns of weakness in a row? Like, get an actual life? Every time I played 3 defends, it's adding 3 dazes to my draw pile. The draw pile is the worst pile to add them to, because then I draw them. If you added them to discard, I could just kill you. Sorry, it's got to be done. Let's add 2 dazes to the draw pile. It never ends. It ends today. Ooh, it does not end today. I was weakened for 1,000 turns. I hate you. Wait a second. What? Finisher means we take Blade Dance. A renewable source of damage. Heal me for 21. That's an enormous boost that I'm greatly appreciative of. Make my bandage better. Take my breath away. You? I don't know if we're well suited to you, but we're here now, so. Great first turn. Can we keep it up? I'm going to stop you right there. The answer to that question is no. We drew like our ideal setup there. How about strength? Even better than a strength potion. Even better than a strength potion. We will probably not kill you this turn. It would be nice enough if we could kill you next turn. I forgot how much things cost. Me every time I go to a sushi restaurant. It's more damage than I would have liked to have taken, to put it frankly, but we own you. Terror is an important card, man. Am I crazy to think that it's more important than adrenaline here? Hey, don't kill me. Don't kill me. I've been working hard for this one. I feel like I want to backflip to draw bandage, and then burst bandage Battlestar Galactica. Now, obviously, we could have bursted like a blocker card, but I feel like we gotta use we gotta gain some traction. I could have killed you. If I just done the math, I could have killed you. I'll be honest. I mean, it's not an indictment or anything. It's just lazy gameplay. Yeah, sometimes your instincts can betray you. You know, a new player might have sat down and puzzled that out. I looked at it and said, "I played so much of this freaking game. I don't need to sit down and actually do the math." Doing the math might have saved me a bit there. I do like a crippling cloud. Tough bandages. They really want me to be a discard deck, huh? Let's remove the curse. Let's add another backstab. Every 10 attacks gain some support, or yeah, we already have enough energy. And then, you know what? Give me the strength as well. I know we have another shop coming up. I don't know what we're going to do about that, to be honest with you. I hadn't really thought about it. Give me energy turn 1. Play an Alchemize. If I had to guess, we're probably going to go in on you. But we got lots of problems and lots of solutions. Problem, our HP is low. Solution, burst bandage up. Problem? yeah, there's a problem. How about deep breath? A 2-cost card. What a novelty. I hate to play that, but I don't know. It felt like the best line to me. We're in there. I really do feel like we can rebuild, man. That's why I'm not going to the shop. We don't have enough gold. I feel like we got the tools to rebuild this thing. Cultist potion. Like, all we need is some uncontested bandage ups. Hand of Greed is starting to fall off, but that's like, I don't want to say it's by design, but it's kind of like by design. Like, it's going to do less damage over time. We should be replacing it with better cards. I mean, I don't think we're an Eviscerate deck, even though they're trying to get me to do the discard meta. We need an Alchemize. Ghost in a Jar. Extremely valuable. I don't know. I'm midway between confidence and unconfidence right now. That's not too helpful. I do think... Save it. We're only taking 5 men. Save it. You could pop it on a better turn. Like, on this fight, because we're... Did we already use a potion on this fight? Let me... We did. Did we get the cultist potion? No, we got the... I'm lost in the sauce! First blade dance. Okay. And then you're going down soon after because of terror. I mean, we should have maybe focused you, but... Burst? Burst? No burst. 37 damage. It's as if it was planned. Duplication potion. I mean, cultist potion is pretty important for the boss, but... We need some AoE. I'm not feeling fantastic, just for the record. This seems like an insanely good ghost in the jar. Any chance your life is over next turn? I mean, you're at perfect Hand of Greed. There, don't draw it now. Don't even risk it. Don't even risk drawing it now. First, bandage up Hand of Greed. None of the above, huh? You gotta go. You gotta get hurt at least. First, bandage up Hand of Greed. Bandage up. Second, Crippling Cloud. Okay. Well, thank God for Regal Pillow. I feel a little pressed, for sure. So we're gonna try. It's a pretty bad start. Crippling Cloud is gonna be great here, though. There's a catch. You need to get it. You need to draw it. That's not too helpful, man. Thanks for the 3 block. Unironically, but said with a little hint of sarcasm. Those are my favorite cards, man. How could you do this to me? I think we gotta send this first. Dagger Spray is mighty helpful. You die. You give us Hand of Greed. Hand of Greed finishes you off. You give us Alchemize. Maybe you'd rather save Alchemize for a turn with a burst, which we'll know it when we get it. We draw burst, kill you, grab Alchemize, pop them. You're gonna die next turn. I mean, maybe I'm getting... Oh, there it is, but I can't kill you. It's like the right in theory, not even attempting to make that rightness mean anything in practice. We're gonna live, like, briefly. Some more intangible potions would really hit the spot. I don't think I can afford to wait for bursts to come back, man. I think I gotta send this right off the bat. That's a horrendous draw. Maybe it would have been better to wait, but the odds of drawing it and burst together... I mean, I'm no mathematician, but... they're not negligible, but maybe not super likely. Okay, I mean, obviously you have to pay the iron price. 40 damage. 30 damage. We're at 29 life. Keep me going as best as you can, brother. Stop attack. I would also prefer you didn't buff yourself, but stop attack. I could have calculated Hand of Greed, but we lived. Okay. It has to be in Venom, right? It has to be in Venom. In Venom, we have enough, like, big attacks. Brother, it has to be Snecko. We're a little bit of an expensive deck. We're not too much of a power deck. Okay, now I think that might be exactly what we needed to get this going. Now, turn 1 looks a lot different for us. I would never dispute that. Because we do have a lot of 0-cost cards that are now likely to cost more than 0. So time will tell if I regret this decision immensely. But for now, I mean, this fight's going pretty well. I don't know if this fight is really like the ultimate Determinator? Isn't that Arnold? Of how well things are going, but we can now take Eviscerate, and who cares if we can't enable? If we can enable it, even better, but a little dramatic for you. First, dump a backstab, dump a defend. Dagger throw, dump a backflip. Might as well play this. I'm not convinced. I think we made it a play that has some obvious negatives to it, but I don't know. I'm not convinced that we made the wrong play. I kind of think that, like, I kind of think it's working so far. The catch is, at some point, it would be nice to play in Venom, because that's, like, a card I was very excited to see. But I understand if ifs and buts were candies and nuts, then, brother, we would all have a Merry Christmas. It's exactly what I was hoping for. Venom's a good card, man. It exists in our deck. It costs 0 now, which is nice. Now it's time to put your money where your mouth is. The strongest units must be attacked the most. That's not like a Sun Tzu thing. That's just, it just seems to make the most sense to me. Okay, so you two gotta go. It's over, brother. It's over. Your ashes will scatter to the earth. Hold on that. Okay, this is probably, like, it's likely to be our last shop. Still cheap. Still cheap. I think you spend the excess to get 37 damage out there. Crippling Cloud has its merits as well. It's a card I like. Don't get me wrong. That's why I took it. I took it because I like it. 13, 10. We're gonna take a small amount of damage here. Nothing serious. Dude, I think we're rolling. Even if I did almost just burst a defend. You're done, bud. Oh, you gotta put up blocks because of that constriction. Alright, hold. What do you got for me? Power in hand, or turn 1 in Venom. I'm not gonna say that locks it up for us, but throw away the key, boys. Because that's looking pretty nice. Now, you are a piece of crap. You're a real piece of work. Let's put it that way. I'm gonna try to ruin your life. 16 damage I can live with. Maybe I'm not gonna try to ruin your life. I'm gonna weaken you, and I'm gonna put up a small amount of block myself, and then I'm gonna chill. Because we get against this, you could easily ruin your run against the spaghetti monster, man. Don't I know it? Like 9 damage and a debuff. There's not much we can do here. I'll accept your 9 damage versus playing 3 shivs and possibly, for example, taking 42 damage. But here we gotta hit you, obviously. 13 damage. Well, we gotta do that. That stinks. 18 damage. 18 damage I can live with 13 poison on you. 30 damage. Exquisite turn for an alchemize. Not really the right potion for the situation we're in. You gotta eat it. 18 damage. We can absolutely live with it. Now we're getting whittled, but they're getting whittled faster than I'm getting whittled. That's the important part. It's a free turn as far as I'm concerned. Dash me. Hand of Greed for 0. Like, this might be the all-in turn. Huge, huge. No, can't take it. Now, we rest. We go to the shop for no reason. What am I doing here? Dude, maybe you take a 2-cost Predator. Maybe it makes Finisher better. Oh my god, this is an amazing turn. I know it seems crazy to pay this much for Envenom, but just hear me out here. 3 shift plus. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ah! I can't play 2 cards. Okay, Eviscerate, it's our best option. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I counted wrong. Getting these 6 shivs out here early to put this poison on you as soon as possible is crazy. It's the... I'm a little irritated by this turn. Let's put it that way. I was going to say it's the worst turn I've ever seen. It's probably not fair, especially with that finisher at the end, but it was annoying. Sure, I'll play a footwork and a defend and a backflip for free. And what else are we going to play? You do want to play Alchemize. I think we can afford to wait. Let's get Crippling Cloud out there. Predator for 2 extra cards next turn. Draw some Blade Dances and a finisher, and we're cooking, man. Dagger Throw. Dump the Crippling. Free Defend. Good value Dash. Good value Dagger Spray. I'm talking good value. G-O-O-D space V-A-L-U-E. I'm not talking great value, which I'm pretty sure is the Walmart no-name brand. Which might, for all I know, might be great as well, okay? But I'm talking about, I'm analyzing it on its own merits. If I can play 2 attacks, I can get 1 energy back. And then play a defend. We do still take 16 damage in the process, but I think we haven't played Bandage up yet. Can you stop, man? I'm not happy about this. We need to kill you next turn. You're getting a little too big for your britches. Obviously, we need to kill you next turn, or you're killing me. I bet this takes you out. Worst mathematician of all time, be like, that's fine. We killed an elite. Unceasing top, regen potion, very important. You can't turn me against Alchemize. I know it's not cheap necessarily. Wow, that's bad. That's fine. I'm sure it won't ruin our run when we draw it at like an inopportune time or whatever. I'm not even sweating it, man. I'm more chill than I've ever been in my entire life. Of course, I mean, if you're drawing 10 cards on turn 1, there's no question you're going to draw a card that's 1 cost or less, right? Like, it's guaranteed. It's every day, bro. I hate that I felt like we had to play the defend. Or the backflip, I guess. But this is a horrible situation to be in, man. Well, step 1, you gotta go. And at the very least, we're able to start picking these guys off. The double Snecko is kind of an insane play. Finisher does 60 damage. Eviscerate does 33. Get cooked, little bro. Somehow, we pulled ourselves out of that. I mean, the Snecko giveth and the Snecko taketh away. I mean, we're not out of the woods yet either, but... Hang on, I gotta sneeze. I told you. Don't be mad at me, man. I told you. No 0 cost cards. That would be too kind. Okay, well, give me a bandage up. Thereby rendering the heal from our regen potion is largely useless. Yeah, you got me there. You cooked me with that one. Doubtlessly. We're dead. We're dead. There's nothing we can do. I'm upset. If I could say I'm upset, why? I'm the one who took Snecko Eye. If you draw 10 cards, none of them costing 1 or 0. But none of them costing 1 is madness, man. Unfathomable. Either way, we lived. I mean, we died. We'll run it back tomorrow. I hope you enjoyed the episode. I thought we were really cooking up something special. But I'll see you next time. Later.